Hi everyone, welcome to another video with Exercise for All. I've actually got 8 minutes left on this camera before I need to delete lots of videos, so I'm going to do this workout within 8 minutes, I hope. So it's going to be a recap of the exercises that I've been posting in the weekly for the residents for the last, I think, 2 or 3 weeks. So it's the feet exercises, and with our toes particularly, and then the one that I posted a week or two ago, which is the abdominal exercises. So I'm going to go through both of those for you today. We're going to start with the abdominal exercises. So, just so I don't forget, I've got them in front of me on a bit of paper, so I might be looking over there, just excuse that. The first one was the trunk dip. So, I'm going to put my chair side on so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Working position, we're going to get into this nice and quickly. Like I said, I've probably only got about 6 minutes left now. So you want to sit up nice and straight and moving from the hips. You want to just lean forwards and then return back. And you want to do about 8 of these, forwards and back. It might not be difficult for you at all. If it feels quite easy, then what you can do is put your hands up here if you've got space next to you, forwards and down. So you're working the core part of your body to push yourself back up. Nothing to do with your legs. It's all in your trunk, your torso. So down and up. Okay, I think we've probably done about 8 of those now. That's really, really good. So the next one is knee tucks. Now this is where things get a little bit more difficult. Do hold on to this part of your chair. I'm going to turn it this way so you can see what I'm doing with my legs. You want to bring your knees towards you and back down. So sitting up nice and straight, up and down. If you need to take a little rest on the ground, you can. About 8 repetitions of this. I'm going to go through these quite quickly, like I said, but you can slow them down at your own pace and watch the video back. Do pause it if you need to, it's absolutely fine. This is quite a tricky one, isn't it? Okay, fantastic. As soon as you bring your knees up, everything tenses up here, doesn't it? And that's exactly why it's a great abdominal exercise to do. It really works your core, the front part mainly, a little bit of your back as well. The next one we've got is leg extensions. So it's very, very similar, holding onto that part of your chair and then just bringing your legs out and in. I'll show you that from the side. So out and in. So your core has to work to provide you with that position where you stay still. If you're moving around a little bit up here, then it probably might be a little bit too difficult for you. Just take it nice and slowly. Okay, or maybe just don't bring your legs as high, out and in. You are going to be working these muscles a little bit. You can't help that, but we are trying to focus on these muscles, your abdominals. That's it, brilliant work. Okay, the next one that we've got is the abdominal tensor. Now, very hard to demonstrate this one. Imagine someone's about to come in and just punch you really hard into the stomach. So the whole point of this is to just tense and then release. Of course, you can't see that on camera, but I want you to breathe in nice and slowly, and then as you breathe out and exhale, I want you to tense really, really hard so you can feel these muscles as if you're protecting something, okay, from hitting you. So breathe in, and then tense as you exhale. So all these muscles are now locked up, and I want you to repeat that about 8 times as well. It allows you to focus on what muscles we're trying to work through the whole of those exercises. So, without further ado, we're going to move straight onto the feet exercises. So I've brought the camera down nice and low for this one. So sorry that you can't see me, but you can see my feet. I want you to bring your heels up like that. You are working your calf muscles slightly, but you're also working the muscles around the bottom of the foot. Okay, now what I'd like you to do is roll those toes forwards. So you're now bringing them right in, you're clenching them, and we're on top of our toes. So you're now stretching the other side of your foot. Okay, now of course you'd then repeat that on the other side, so I'll show you nice and quickly. So you bring your heel up, like so, it's stretching more the back of your foot, the underneath of your foot, and then down. Okay, make sure you clench those toes and then try to push down on them. Apply a little bit of pressure so you can feel it working just around the top of your ankle and the front of your foot as well. So you are applying just a little bit of pressure down on that. That's really good. If you've managed to do that, well done. Right, we've got 3 more feet exercises. Now you might remember this one, it's quite tricky. I'm not sure what I have done with my pen. It is over here. And what you want to do is to try and pick your pen up off the floor. Extremely difficult, especially on carpet. It might be better in bare feet. I'm really struggling to pick this up because I'm on carpet, like I said, but it is possible. It might be better if you can put a towel down on the floor and you try and crunch the towel backwards, like so. But if you can pick up an object, I'm going to try this with my right foot, might be slightly better. Oh, it's just a little bit slidey with socks on, but I'm not going to take my socks off for the video. So try to pick something up like a pen if you can. Okay, another one. Tennis ball for this. And this is quite an enjoyable exercise because it's going to be about massaging your foot. You want to press down nice and hard and just roll it back and forth like that. Do make sure you're pressing down nice and hard. If you suffer from something called plantar fasciitis, then this can alleviate the tension in the muscles in the bottom of your foot where you can sometimes get spasms. So you want to roll it back and forth like so. So again, do try that on the other foot as well. I'll leave you to do that in your own time. You can pause the video. Okay, I've only got about a minute left. I'm going to do this one nice and quickly. So the last one, you would want to be pressing against the wall, but for the sake of the video, I'm not going to do that. Otherwise you'll just be able to see me from behind. So from the side, I want you to have one foot in front, knees slightly bent, pushing against that wall, and I can feel the back of my leg really stretching. You want both feet grounded, okay? So you're pushing against the wall. If you can do this standing up, that's fantastic. It's the sort of exercise that you're going to need to do standing up, I'm afraid. And then switch. So it's the back leg, the straight one, that's working. This is providing stability, this one. My hands are providing stability against this imaginary wall, and I'm pushing forwards, and I can feel it just above my heel, which is my Achilles tendon running all the way up my calf. You've got a nice long name for that muscle, the gastrocnemius. So it just provides it with a nice stretch along there if you do suffer with a little bit of tension. Look, I think that was about 8 minutes long. I hope this hasn't cut out halfway through. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.